Hi students, let's start with chapter 1, computer networks. Network is kind of route or maybe links which we use for sharing maybe things or some service between people or things which are interconnected with each other. There are different kinds of networks in our daily life. See here are, for example, radio, television networks which are linked by wire. The telecommunications network helps us to communicate with person at any time in the world. Nowadays, the telecommunication has become very advanced, and we have heard of video calling, video conferencing. See nowadays, as it is lockdown, we can do class physically. We can come to school. As internet has become very popular these days, we are mostly favorable with video callings, video conferencing, live videos, and as now we are having video class, or like we can say we are doing online videos in many schools or colleges. All these things are happening only because of network. Now let us know what is computer network. When many computers are connected with each other, and if we are having communication channels for sharing data. Now what is communication channels? Communication channels are kind of routes or network which are connected to each other for sharing information. Data means information. Now some of the important terms that we need to understand is server, node. Here server and node. First let us know what is server. So server is a central computer or electronic device which connects different computers with each other. We are having many kinds of service provider which we can say as a server. There is Airtel, BSNL, Reliance, Jio. So many are having this kind of servers which they provide for connection of the computers on the network. It is also known as a client or workstation, or we can say a node is a computer device. See, for setting up a network, it is very difficult. Now you have seen a big towers of Airtel or Jio. Maybe there are towers nearby you in your locality, or maybe, and it is very difficult to set. First you have to build a tower, then you have to set a frequency, the range, and many things has to be adjusted. Then only you can go for connecting. So lots of time, lots of energy, lots of money is needed for the connection of network. But when it is connected, when it is done, it is very helpful for all the people. Nowadays, without network and without internet, we cannot survive. It is advantage of the computer network. First point, exchange of information. It helps us to send and receive information without using peripheral storage. What is the meaning of peripheral storage? Peripheral means anything which are connected to the computer for doing work. For example, keyboard, mouse, which are used only by connection. So these are peripheral storage, peripheral things. Now, peripheral storage are like CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, disc, flash memory, which are needed to be connected or attached to the computer. But without that, we can do the exchange of information with the help of network. Second point, cost effective. Computers that are connected in a network can share various computers resources. Such, let us say you are having a printer and you have 2-3 computers. So with the help of this network, all the three can print simultaneously at the same time. So it is cost effective. Otherwise we have to buy different printers for different computers. But as because of network, we can print with many computers. Now either some computers are connected to network. See, we are having internet which can be communicated. So we can do many sharings, like we can share many things like email, or maybe videos, maybe files, maybe documents, maybe songs, maybe anything through internet. And we can do chatting now, Facebook, anything we can do. Even we can watch YouTubes and all with the help of communication, that is network. Now another thing is that easy access and maintenance of information. Now when we don't have these things, we used to send mails by post. Now by just one click it will go to the person. You don't need to drop in his house, or whether in his address, or whether you need to travel far away from one place to another to give the post. But now by only one click in your computer you can, or in a mobile, you can send a mail or information to the person. So it has become very easy for us. Next is network hardware. What is hardware? We all know that hardware is a physical appearance which we touch and see. Now let us first see there is a network interface card. See, every computer have got NIC. There is this chip over here. See, on this place we are having a port for RJ45 and other cables. This is NIC, that is a network interface which we all have and computer must have in the CPU to be and it is fitted in a CPU. Now Ethernet hub. What is Ethernet hub? See here, like a controller, or maybe for many connections, a server, or maybe the provider or the workstation will have Ethernet hub. One person will link here many many cables, or we can say yes, many network cables, and we can connect with many computers. We are having switch is almost same like Ethernet hub here. Use here connection of many computers with one switch hub, or otherwise we use switch. Next let us go for network cables. Now for connection physically, like for example if you are in one room, nowadays we use Wi-Fi for or Bluetooth for connection, but mostly before we used to have network cables transferring faster. There is coaxial cable, you can see here. One port is USB and one port is RJ45, or we can say Ethernet. Modem is like a pen drive, or we can say where we can put a SIM inside. Nowadays we don't use much modem. Before before maybe 5 years, 3-4 years back, or maybe 5 years back, we use modem for internet connection. Nowadays we don't use a modem for internet connection. Wireless network interface card. Now we also have wireless internet network NIC, wireless network internet interface card. It is also a network card which is used to connect device without the use of cable or wires. Now nowadays, if we are using Wi-Fi or wireless, we use this kind of card for connection. Now router. You have seen, I think, Geo-Fi or maybe other things. Which see, router is a device which connects or which exchanges between computer and the network, like modem, we can say that, but we can connect with many devices. One Wi-Fi connection, even your mobile phones can be used as a router for connection of a device. See here, router.